What is going on YouTube? GKL Games here, and today we're going to be talking about the possibilities of the Stranger Things license coming back to Dead by Daylight. Now, for those who don't know, the Stranger Things license was actually removed from the game, and it's the only license so far that was ever removed from Dead by Daylight. Now, we don't know exactly why this license was removed, but there are rumors out there that this license was removed because Netflix wanted to make their own horror game, but ended up failing. Now, Netflix wanted to eliminate the competition, so they removed it, which makes, I mean, it kind of makes sense that they were making a horror game, but Netflix went on to collab with other games such as Smite, Fortnite, and they even collabed with this other mobile game. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this, even though it's been months that the license has been removed and no news have came out about it, it's because season 4 of Stranger Things dropped, and if you haven't been keeping up with Netflix, basically their stocks went down. They're losing a lot of subscribers, they're losing a lot of money because they're just funding so many shows that nobody's watching, which means they're making no money back from it. So Netflix is really losing money, and one of the ways for them to get more money could be bringing back Stranger Things to Dead by Daylight. Now, if you don't know, Stranger Things is for sure the best sold DLC for Dead by Daylight. I believe many players came to Dead by Daylight because of Stranger Things. I know that personally I was because of that. I saw the trailer of, I even thought it was a Stranger Things game at first, but then I realized it was Dead by Daylight, and now I love the game. A lot of people felt the same way. The Demogorgon is an all-time favorite killer, and unfortunately you can't buy it anymore. A lot of players even came from the Resident Evil chapter that wanted to buy the Dead by Daylight Stranger Things one but can't get it anymore, which sucks because Demogorgon, Steve, and Nancy are some of my favorite characters in the whole game, and I do wish I hadn't missed out on this. The Steve outfit, the Chips Ahoy outfit. I wanted to buy that one, but they removed it and I ended up not being able to get it. And even the Jonathan one that added Jonathan instead of Steve, that one would have been so cool to get. Now, the reason I'm making this video, guys, because last night actually, I made this post that you guys are seeing on the screen right now. I posted on Reddit. It was my first ever Reddit post, and I actually got a lot of traction for my first ever Reddit post. I was really surprised. I made this like midnight last night, and it got about like 40k views, something around that. You got like 48k views it got, guys, and 548 upvotes, which I was pretty shocked when I woke up this morning to these numbers. I don't know how Reddit numbers work, so this could be low, this could be high, I don't know, but still, this is the fan-made concept I made, I guess, guys, for a Stranger Things Chapter 2. Now, I think if they were to bring back the Stranger Things license, they wouldn't just throw in Stranger Things pack and not add anything new. I feel like at least we would get some skins, or we would get a full-on Chapter 2 for Stranger Things. Now, a lot of people are raising this question if Stranger Things is coming back because we are getting Resident Evil 2, which means it is likely for you to get a Chapter 2 of a certain license. So Stranger Things would make a lot of sense, especially with Season 4. Now, in this concept specifically, I put a new map, 2 survivors, and 1 killer. Now, this killer is Vecna from the new season. I'm not going to talk about much spoilers behind his backstory, only his power. So if you don't mind that, then stick to the video. But if you don't want to know even his powers because you haven't watched it yet, then maybe skip out on this video, guys. But basically, Vecna, I feel like he could work a little bit like the Demogorgon with the portal system, but instead of being able to place it anywhere, every time he kills someone or knocks someone, he would place a portal right there for a certain amount of time. I feel like that would be really cool, and it matches the shows, because for those who don't know, every time Vecna kills someone, a portal to the Upside Down opens in that certain location. So it would make a lot of sense for every time he knocks a survivor, a portal stays there for a certain amount of time. That could be actually very OP depending on the situation. I also feel like he would have the potential for his M1s to be either his claws, just like the Demogorgon, or maybe something like the Nemesis, where he has a longer range M1 with his tentacles. Something like that would be really cool. Skin wise, they could definitely go ahead, and huge spoiler warning right now, guys. If you haven't watched episode 7 of Stranger Things, skip like 30 seconds right now. But anyways, I feel like for skin for Vecna, they could definitely do his human form as a legendary skin. That would be really cool. Don't know if they would go that far, but it would just make so much sense. And the powers are relatively the same, so they could keep that. Anyways, back to the spoiler-free territory. The survivors that I chose were Robin and Eddie. Now, the reason why I chose these two was because they are the group of teenagers. Like, that just closed out the group of teenagers. They will never add Lucas, Dustin, Mike, and Will just because they are underage, and the actors, some of them are underage, so they can't really add them into Dead by Daylight like that. That's the main reason why we got Steve and Nancy instead of like Will and Eleven, for example. And I think that they're going to keep this going, and the characters that I can see being added are Eddie and Robin. Now, another possibility that I commented instead of Eddie and Robin were Joyce and Hopper. I got between which one I think they would add. Hopper is a very strong pick, and Joyce, but I feel like maybe they would give a chance to Eddie since he's a new character, and Robin. Now, somebody actually commented on the post an idea that would be Robin is a skin for Nancy, Eddie is a skin for Steve. And then we would get, as killer or survivors, we would get Joyce and Hopper. That way we technically getting 4 new survivors in this chapter, which would be really, really cool in my opinion, and I would love to see something like that. And then lastly, a new map for the Upside Down. I feel like this would make a lot of sense as well. I got really surprised that they added the lab map instead of an actual Upside Down map, but now that a lot of the season, or part of the season from season 4 was actually in the Upside Down, and Vecna technically is only in the Upside Down, it would make a lot of sense for us to finally get it an Upside Down map, and the effects would be so sick, reddish and everything. And everybody in that comment section everybody was saying that they would love to see this chapter. Same thing when I posted in their Discord, guys. Like, everybody wants to see a chapter 2 of Stranger Things. Stranger Things is such a strong license for Dead by Daylight, and it would get so many new players if they added back the ability to buy the Demogorgon and buy Vecna and stuff like that. I feel like they need a chapter 2 for Stranger Things ASAP. Now, we do know that the next chapter being released is going to be The Dredge, and then it's the Resident Evil 2, and then after that I believe it's a night one, or something got leaked for the next one. Maybe chapter 27 could be Stranger Things season 4, because I don't think they will release it with part 2 unless they're already working on it, because part 2 releases July 1st, so I don't think we'll see any time close. I think the earliest we could see a chapter 2 for Stranger Things could be like September, October to get the Halloween theme, maybe something like that, guys. But that, I think that would be the earliest we would see if we were to get something like this, guys. But comment down below, what do you think of this? Would you like to see Stranger Things 2? As I said, Netflix really just needs to give the okay for Dead by Daylight to be able to use the characters, and that's really all they gotta do, man. It's just free money. I know it's not gonna be huge compared to Netflix, but it's going to be a lot of money to help the losses that they're getting, and it's going to sell extremely well because people love Stranger Things and Dead by Daylight. Everybody uses Nancy. I see them everywhere, so I feel like adding Robin and Eddie would be really cool characters. That would be hard, actually. I don't know who I would main, Robin or Eddie. Comment down below if they were to add this. Would you guys main Robin or Eddie? My opinion, maybe Eddie. Robin, I don't know. And if it was Joyce and Hopper, I'd definitely main Hopper. I feel like they can have some really cool perks as well. If you guys want me to make a video talking about fan-made perks for each of these characters, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll definitely bring it for you guys. Some killer perks and stuff like that, because I think that Vecna is a perfect killer for Dead by Daylight. I understand why season 2 and 3 they really couldn't add anything for that, because there's no killers. Like, the season 2 was the demo dogs, you can't really add the demo dogs, and season 3 was the mind flayers, so it's really hard for you to add like that huge creature. And I feel like Dead by Daylight needs more monsters in the game, like some creatures, aliens. So one of the reasons why the Demogorgon sold so well is because most of the killers in this game are humanoids, just people with masks and people with knives and stuff like that. And the Demogorgon was an actual alien with claws, and he doesn't speak, he just rages and stuff like that. I think that would be so cool. I know that Vecna is not really an alien. Vecna is more of a humanoid as well, but his looks and everything just give more of a alien look than, of course, the demons and like killers that we already have in game. But anyways, guys, comment down below your thoughts on all of this, and if you would like to see this in the game anytime. And if you guys are new to the channel, I know that my old content is not really Dead by Daylight, but I'm trying to flip the channel over. So if you guys want to stick with me and, you know, support this new phase of the channel, I would love that. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.